Hey guys, so this is Ray Chen. Let me just turn on the Instagram live first. Okay, so today's topic it's called instant home selling. So the first part of this topic it's the right mindset. So hello James. So I know there's the market's kind of changing. So many sellers want to sell their home. Hello May, and so this mindset hopefully is going to help the sellers to that's sick of selling the home to help them sell their home quicker. There's a couple items we're going to talk about. So the first one is so a lot of sellers in their mind they have this question about the price, right? So many sellers want to put the home price on the market very high. For example, let's say if the home is worth $1 million, the seller usually want to put it 1.10 million or 1.2 million. So they're worried that if they put a low price, there's no way for them to get a higher price. But actually, it's actually very counterproductive. Hello, Kenji. It's very counterproductive to put a home on a price that's overpriced. Because when you see that many of the homes, the major reason the home stay on the market and not selling is because the seller is putting the home on the market overpriced. And so what would eventually happen is that the home would stay on the market. And hello, Nikon. And the home would stay on the market and not selling. So eventually the seller, because they do want to sell, right? Then they drop the price. But the negative effect of that is that the date on market, that number of days kept accumulating. That doesn't look very good. So to the general public, to the buyers or people on the internet, whenever they see a home that's being on the market has many days accumulated. For example, if the home has been on the market for 1 year, 365 days. So a lot of times the buyer would think there's probably something wrong with the home. So that keeps the interested buyer away from that home. So it's always not better, but always good. If you want to sell your home for a good price, you want to put it on the market with the market price. Hello, Stefan. You want to list it at a market price. And then when you get a bidding effect, so you want to list it at a market price or a little bit lower than market price. So that way, when you get a bidding effect, that's the only way you can sell a home higher than the market price. It's kind of counterintuitive, but that's the way it works. So you cannot put a home overpriced on the market and hoping it will sell. It will not, because people will not buy it. People will not go see it. People are just gonna stand there and wait. They're gonna be standing on the sideline and wait for your price to drop. So basically, you're wasting time and you're accumulating data on market. That's make your home look really bad. So the only way to sell a home higher than the market price is to list it, put on the market at a fair market value or a little bit lower than market value. That's the only way for you to sell home over the market price. So that's number one. Number two, it's always better to prep your home, declutter. That's the most important thing. Because if you go to the model homes, you see that many of the model homes, they don't have that much furnitures. They just have the basics, but they look very nice. The home look very roomy, right? And also some of the new homes, the bedroom is really small. So they even put in a special size bedroom. The bedroom is just, the bed is just tiny. So they want to make the room look big, right? So you want to declutter the home, move all the extra furnitures into the garage or storage. The garage is the easiest way. And remove all the items from any surface, like countertop in the kitchen, countertop in the bathroom, on all the tables. So just make it clean and declutter and open all the windows. Do not, some people, they like to keep the home dark, but you want to open it up, let the sunlight come in to make it look bright. And also that's the basics, right? And the second thing is you want to, do a little bit of staging. Maybe put some art piece on the wall, put some picture frame on the table, and also depersonalize. So a lot of times we have because if you have your own the seller's picture, seller's family picture, it's hard for the buyer to imagine themselves living in the home, right? And a lot of buyers have a question whether they should remodel it or not. Remodeling, you can. So the best money spent that you can spend to remodel, meaning that spend the least amount of money, and make the home look make the biggest change on the home, is probably the paint, interior paint, and if you have some budget, the flooring. It doesn't cost that much money. For example, the paint is probably anywhere from $3 to $5 per square foot. So if you have a $2,000 square foot home, that's about maybe $6,000, $7,000 for the interior paint. And the flooring, the price is similar. So that's including labor and material. So depending on what kind of what level of material you're looking at, but generally you just want to make it look nice, right? Interior paint and the new flooring. That's gonna completely change your home. And the next one we can do, okay, obviously, so hello Mark. So we just talked about what price to sell the home at, and how to stage it, how to make it look nice, and whether to remodel or not. And also the next one we're gonna talk about is showing. Hello Elaine, hello Angel. So how do you show the home? So a lot of times, people just, put the home on the market, and people come here, see Monday, see a Tuesday, see a weekend. So depending on how you want to do it, but most efficient way is probably do a tour of home instead of a open house, because when you have an open house, it's like a 2 or 3 hours window, and people just come and go. Sometimes they just like dragging their feet, right? Make the tour of home a short time, for example, 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So people are motivated to come all at once. And because you don't show home during the weekend, during the weekdays, so make funnel everybody down to this tour of home schedule. That way you have this, generate this frenzy, where people see the homes very hot, right? And the second, another topic to talk about is how to find a good agent. So most agents, they just sign a listing and they go market for the buyer. So ideally, you want to look for an agent that already has the buyer. So I'm going to do a little bit of advertisement. So that's pretty much what we do. So we already have the buyers. So we have been marketing for 10 plus years. So we have 50,000 buyers in our database. So basically what happens, once you want to sell a home, you give me a call, and then we get the paperwork ready and then complete it. Then I put your home in our database, and the buyers that match the criteria is gonna come up in our system, and then we're gonna call all those buyers into and tell them, hey, we have this tour of home, for example, Saturday afternoon, 1 to 1:30. So then we're gonna generate this frenzy, right? And so that's how to. So the number one most important thing: find the buyer. The agent already has the buyer. Not the agent that's going to, sign your listing and go find a buyer. Okay. So the next topic is about timing. Timing, so right now, some people are thinking, okay, should I sell? When is the best time to sell? Is it summer, or is it fall, or is it January, whatever? So obviously, the most time when people want to buy home, it's during summertime, right? Because a lot of buyers. Hello, Helen. So a lot of buyers, they have kids that want to change school, right? So that's the majority of the people put the home on the market. But at that situation, in that time frame, you have a lot of sellers, you have a lot of competition, right? So as long as so there's always pros and cons, right? For when do you want to sell your home? Obviously during holiday seasons, for example, November, December, there's not a lot of people buying homes, but there's not a lot of people selling home either. So it's really your call. So depending on what fits your needs, what time frame fits your needs, and what do you think is important. So again, this is Ray Chen from Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty. I'll see you guys next time. Hello, Ari. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for for attending the program. I'll see you guys next time. This is Ray Chen from your Home Sale Guarantee Realty. Today is the first series of instant home selling, the right mindset.